What is up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys my first impressions and my first recap on Fate Apocrypha, or you could call it Fate Apocrypha. I don't know how you pronounce it, but in a certain way, it's Fate Apocrypha, the way how I'm going to say it, on episode 1. Now, this episode right here, not too bad. It was actually pretty slick. Although, I did hear a lot of people complaining how the first episode went out, apparently. I don't know if it's either from the audience themselves who are anime onlys or just the light novel readers, but I think it started off pretty well. Even though like it may look boring, etc., I think it still did a nice job. So if anything else, let's just get this started. We have to it that we have a narration start off from someone explaining how things are in time and environments and presence, and then we get to see a battlefield of war where Saber Red was facing up against Saber Black, and then later on when those two clash, it ends up starting off with like a finishing narration at the beginning involving like how many people are fighting each other over a grail to have the desires to be fulfilled. And then it switches to a school background scene with someone looking for Professor Rocco, and this guy is named Seagull. Apparently, Seagull is trying to find the professor's office in a certain way, and he needed some help. And we get to know that throughout most of the information, it involves something about like a Holy Grail war. And I'm pretty sure any Fate fan or anyone who even ever, and I mean ever, watched the Fate series would know what the original Holy Grail war is. But according to that original Holy Grail war, it never happened at all. So in other cases, you could say that like one certain prequel to Fate Stay Night never happened at all, etc. After what just transpired, and we get to see Seagull talking to Professor Rocco about something about a Great Grail, etc. And something about the Grail has been found by someone named Darnik Priestone Millennia, who was part of the Third Holy Grail War. And he actually had something called the Great Grail, and he's hidden it for like 6 decades already. And that's like 60 years right there, and the guy has not aged a bit at all. So you could say that this guy has been in his prime for 60 years for some reason. Many say that rumors spread that he actually fused his own soul in freaking babies, and he goes like, that guy would never be able to control himself or he'd be in trouble. But aside from that, that's where Seagull comes in, because they did send in some elites to go find some information, but apparently they all gotten killed. And we have to it that like Seagull, the motorcycle guy, which I call him because he has sunglasses on, he is chosen to become a master of red to fight against the Millennia Masters. And it's like a 7-on-7 Holy Grail war, like 14 servants are chosen and are going to fight to the death. And we had to it that Seagull asked him about 2 questions. About the relic, which he's given a round table relic involving the Arthurian myth. And I'm pretty sure anyone would know the freaking King Arthur legends or mythologies about kind of thing. And we all know how that became, etc. And we see to it that his second question, who are the other chosen Master of Red servants? And we have to it that the names were given here. One is known to be a first clock tower instructor named Feed Vor Shimbren. The other one is a freelance Magnus Rotwell Brinsky. And the other 3 are like Pentel brothers, which are 2 of them, and Jean Rome. And the last one is nothing more than a church supervisor who is on their side. And we have to it that he goes by the name of Shiro. And I go like, oh wow. So, looks like things are about to be set into stone. While we see the Igdremia side, which I believe that those guys might be the antagonists of this arc, of this series. Although I don't know if I should be saying that, but I should not judge too early. We have to it that they are preparing their own army, and we see to it that Darin, I think his name's Darin, if I remember correctly. Let me take a look one more time. Yeah, Darnik or something was talking to a servant of his that he actually summoned to maybe make some golems in an army because he's useful, etc. And he ends up, and this guy, the servant, he does not care about the Holy Grail war. All he cares about is summoning his noble phantasm, which is like whatchamacallit, some kind of golem called Golem Katia Makorth or something. And we had to it, I think the church priest, Shiro, I believe, is getting ready to like get ready for combat, as the final master is already there. And we see to it that the other masters of Yggdrasil ends up summoning their servants apparently, and one of them I think must be Saber of Black, because we saw him at the beginning of this episode, and those other servants which I'm not too familiar with. But we also see that the Seagull, the guy with the glasses, or motorcycle guy, I call him, because he looks like a motorcyclist, ends up summoning Saber of Red, and this person is known as Mordred, the one and true heir of Arthur Pendragon. And she ends up asking him, which apparently is a girl, "So I ask you, are you my master?" And I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. This reminds me so long ago how... Man, those of you guys who watch the Fate series will understand like this kind of introduction. Are you my master? I'm like, oh my gosh, that just got me fangasming or hyping up myself up way too much, dude. I was like, oh man, I'm just like blown. And of course there was a credits and plays a song, and we end up having a post-credit scene involving Jean d'Arc talking to God or something, and having someone behind her back, and turns around and gets ready to take action possibly, and it ends off there. I'm like, wow, dude. So overall, I thought the episode was pretty cool. I think it started off pretty slick. Many people might complain and go like, oh, what the hell, this is a terrible episode, I don't like it. But I think it went out okay. Although I don't know if I have the right to say that, because I don't know if light novel readers might feel about this, but we'll have to see. Overall, I thought the episode was good. To those who actually know the Fate Apocrypha light novel, have they done this right? You know, because I'm really excited for this series. I really am. I don't know how it's gonna go out, but I think I'm pretty excited. But you know, I think I chosen my team already. I'm Team Red all the way. Obviously, those of you guys who kept up with me on my channel will understand that I'm a fan of Red anyway. But anyways, aside from that, I'm looking forward to more. Thought it did pretty well, although it may be boring and so forth. Many will say. I think it started off pretty nice in a nice way of giving out info, and how like small action started here and there just to hype things up, especially that ending after the before the credit scene, like, are you my master? I'm like, oh my gosh, looking forward to more. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero, people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Right? Peace out. Bye bye. Toodaloo.